Cadet Ferguson will now recite the 11 general orders to the Sentry. Cadet, what is your first order to the Sentry? Sir, this cadet's first order to the Sentry is, take charge of this post and all government property in view. Cadet, what is your second order to the Sentry? Sir, this cadet's second order to the Sentry is, walk my post in a military manner, keeping always on the alert and observing everything that takes place within sight or hearing. Cadet, what is your third order to the Sentry? Sir, this cadet's third order to the Sentry is, report all violations of orders I am instructed to enforce. Cadet, what is your fourth order to the Sentry? Sir, this cadet's fourth order to the Sentry is, repeat all calls from any post more distant from the guardhouse or quarterdeck than my own. Cadet, what is your fifth order to the Sentry? Sir, this cadet's fifth order to the Sentry is, quit my post only when properly relieved. Cadet, what is your sixth order to the Sentry? Sir, this cadet's sixth order to the Sentry is, receive, obey, and pass on to the Sentry who relieves me all orders from the commanding officer, command duty officer, officer of the deck, and officers and petty officers of the watch only. Cadet, what is your seventh order to the Sentry? Sir, this cadet's seventh order to the Sentry is, talk to no one except in the line of duty. Cadet, what is your eighth order to the Sentry? Sir, this cadet's eighth order to the Sentry is, give the alarm in case of fire or disorder. Cadet, what is your ninth order to the Sentry? Sir, this cadet's ninth order to the Sentry is, call the officer of the deck in any case not covered by instructions. Cadet, what is your 10th order to the Sentry? Sir, this cadet's 10th order to the Sentry is, salute all officers and all colors and standards not cased. Cadet, what is your 11th order to the Sentry? Sir, this cadet's 11th order to the Sentry is, be especially watchful at night and during the time for challenging. Challenge all persons on or near my post, and allow no one to pass without proper authority.